Alright, everyone, welcome to King Supercard. Once again, of course, I have the card binder video, and why am I getting promoted to K25? Because that game is mid as anything. So, Daily Plays Day. So we're looking for Trish Stratus. As normal, we're gonna start off with our bonus pack. It's 57 this time. It's Trish. If it's 56, it's nothing. And it's 56, and it'll take way too long to go through all the cards and stuff. And see if I got a lot of, oh Jesus, I had a fair few in 2 cards. So let's go into Walk the Ropes. Now, this Walk the Ropes this time around's not the best, in my opinion. It could be so much better. Like more Miz availability and stuff. And I proceed to get a 6. Well, again, nothing. So we need to avoid 1 and 4. 6 again. Is that in the Walk the Ropes? Yes. Okay. So we have a chance at Trish. RDP. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. So I need to avoid 2 and 6. Yeah, 2 and 6. So and I get a 2. Nice. Don't matter. I knew I was gonna get destroyed anyway. I never get anything from Walk the Rope, especially now. I did do a review, but it didn't make it. I basically said it is disappointing. It really is just disappointing what they've done. They could have maybe put in some more stuff, even if it's putting every signature card in. Genuinely, that's what they could have done. Make it worth the while, because we're not getting anything from the packs, because it's just some legacy cards and stuff, which is cool, but it's not what we need and stuff. Like, we don't need base cards no more. That's the tough bit about some Rocks. In my opinion, anyway. Anyways, moving on to Gauntlet. We're going to be claiming the pack. Hopefully we don't get destroyed straight away. It's a minus 11 speed. Just lucky. Silver pack. So okay, good, we got the pack. But we have to take this route anyway. A second pack. It's a gold pack as well, so that's very good. I'm out anyway. Yeah, I'm out anyway. Annoyingly. I'm not going to complete it. I've got no reason to. I'm not going to skip the packs just for the sake of the video, just for the entertainment, just to watch me get absolutely destroyed. +1. Gold pack. +4. No. We got absolutely nothing. Shock, horror. Blockbuster. Now, Blockbuster recently has been not giving me anything. It probably will never give me anything anymore now, especially with the fact I don't complete it. They've really, what 2K have done have been very, what I like to call scummy, where they've basically reduced odds of everything, which is, in my opinion, a very bad business decision in general. Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing. Yeah, shock. Got nothing. John Cena. Yeah, can't say I'm surprised. The odds have really been toned down so badly, in my opinion. Just gonna finish the video with some rocks, and we'll talk about the channel a little bit. So, with the channel and stuff, honestly, I'm running out of content ideas, and that's simply because I've done a lot, and there's barely anything to cover anymore. Regarding stuff. So, I know one video that I want to do, which is basically a binder tour, but a lot bigger. It's the account tour. So, what that basically means is me going through my catalog, looking at all the random stuff in there, showing some stuff, and stuff like that. My other thought was to do a tier list of every game mode in the game that is the most updated to what I can find. Of course, I do have a some rocks review, and we got 3 school packs. You never know, may get a Domo and Eddie, and I'm dreaming like always. No, but I've been thinking to do different, like, more conversation-based videos, because at the minute, there's no need for guides on, like, ring domination. Like, that doesn't need a guide. It's very straightforward. There's nothing to it. It's just 3x3 grid. Fill the cards out. If you get a perfect game, great, and then pick shards off a terrible looking on a draft board. That's all it is. There's nothing to it, in my opinion. Not worthy of a guide, anyway. To be sure, that's for sure. But it's a very unfortunate situation where the content's dead. Like, there's no content in the sense of, like, we got the Trish. Of course, I got the Rhea. I could try doing like a little series, which is like getting Rhea series, like doing like 50 pics a video or something as like a phase sort of thing, like an intermission sort of thing. But again, it's going to be one of them things in which I'll get Rhea off camera. I'll get her while I'm doing like ring domination and stuff. Very unfortunately, of course, as the time recording, we have 34 minutes till ring domination begins. As we speak. By the time this is out, ring domination will already started. In case you don't know, the Sumsam 25 card is JC Mateo. If you've not seen the supercard tweet or anything, it is JC. So do be aware of that. But yeah, content wise, there's not a lot. We had fusions, but I've already covered fusions, and they're not really a video worth anyway. It was a segment in the binder video. Go and watch that. And you saw who I got for the first one. Spoiler: it was terrible in terms of equipment and stuff. Yeah, terrible again. To be honest, I'm on looking out for Doms and Eddies now. I do not care about some cards. The basic some cards. Full cards, I can never care. Like, I'm doing it mainly for collection with the full cards for sure, but it's one of them cases in which the full cards are useless. Like, Cat Daddy, I highly suggest you up the rates for the foils, because they are pointless anyway. Why are they difficult to get? And not difficult in the case of, like, you have to do a lot. You just have to get super lucky, because it's probably like a 5%, like a 2% chance or something. And the Eddies and the Doms, the pull rates for some people are ridiculous, and some for others they are the worst thing ever. So should definitely have a look at that. In my opinion, anyway, for like so many, like I always say, for so many packs that you open, that's the same pack, you will get a free Dom. You'll get a Dom on Eddie guaranteed, or something like that. Would have been better instead of having it at like 1%. Because bear in mind, we don't know the odds of them because they're free. And this is what I said about like in a previous video, like last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever. We need to see odds on these free packs because they are awful in terms of odds. Because I get it's free and everything, but again, you got penalisation. You won't be penalised for it. If it's low, it's low. But It is very unfortunate for sure. Got 750 super coins there, we'll take that. Like, not even a dom on edit. Like, we're not, like, I did, like, I can't remember the amount of tries it was. It must have been about 30, 40 tries in a previous, in the video that never made it. Didn't get anything. From anything, by the way. It's basically the same as this. Like, getting nothing. So, the odds are way too low. For sure. But it's also disappointing from Cat, to be honest, regarding it, because it's so, like, as someone who's practically completed campaign twice now, to an extent, without getting the super moves and stuff, it's really boring just to play in general. Like, I know I could start like a Road to Glory series with no account, but again, the alt accounts are just there not to play. They're there to stay active for the main account to get battle pass points, and that's the reason they are there. All of them are there for that same reason. Like one of the accounts, funny enough, has 1,800 cards. That is how bad it is on them accounts. They are dead and buried in terms of content. 40k super coins. Excuse me, 40k super coins always nice. Most super coins I've had most super coins I've ever had, actually. Yeah, it's most. Kept spending on mix bags. I've just given up now because the rate for a Legion Rock is immense. I must have done over 200 packs and still I'm going. Like, I'll probably get a WrestleMania 41 card, which is like the best in that section, before him. And that's outrageous. They really do need to change the mix bags. They need to update and get rid of them Infernos, get rid of the invasions. Maybe even get rid of the Ferals, keep the Legions, and go upwards and bring the Unhinged in. You know, no one's not a lot of people. Well, people are still using Unhinged cards for like campaign stuff. But that's because of the equipment. Granted, the equipment I know is in the store, but it's a case of they're not really in the current day economy and stuff. There's no point to them. They need fixing because it would be a problem if not. Like, we've had like 3 straight months where they've basically said we're not going to update it. Honestly, not good stuff. They don't give us any communication about it. But anyway, back to the conversation about what's happening on the channel. I've got one video coming up for sure, which is the camp tour. That'd be a fun one to go for. It'll be hopefully a fun watch. It's mainly for the collectors and stuff, so you can see like different images or stuff and stuff like that. But other than that, I'm losing ideas on videos for this game because there's no content. You know. So it's just going to be one of the things in which maybe jumps up a bit more. Streaming maybe would be a good option. Talk to the people in the community and stuff, see what they think, and just talk to me in general. Regarding things in like a streaming format, it's like a live response sort of thing. This be the second to last one if I can get 2 school packs, but that would be that probably be cool. But other than that, there's no motive to play. Like some rocks, once it's complete, it's basically pointless. Unless you're going for the Rays and Doms and stuff, Eddies and Doms, and I'm going for them actively, and it's just there's none. The pull rates are awful. Like but for some it's immense, really is immense. So I would just say to Cat Daddy as a piece of advice, give us gameplay events, not scavenger hunts. You know, the best LTEs they ever did 2 of them anyway, was gameplay. And they just got rid of it in Season 11. Like, the WrestleMania Philadelphia event was alright with Block Bash, because it was new and stuff, and it was a very worth it card. Stuff that was really good. Street Fighter is my favourite, personally, because it had a lot to do, had a elite to go for and stuff, which was really cool. A little bit pay to win at times, but again, generally, very cool event. The Dungeons and Dropkicks was okay. I would say it wasn't the best, definitely wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. It just ruined Inferno tier because of all the top tier cards that you could have got in the during the time, for sure. So it wasn't the best. I'm just gonna catalog this Eric real quick, which I've been meaning to for a little while. But you know, you get in the like your gameplay events are going. Like this season, we've had Steven Santo, which was terrible in terms of everything. We've had the Blockbuster event again, which was such a downgrade, in my opinion. It was so much more boring. You had the WrestleMania Forever, which was a scavenger hunt. You had to find legacy cards, basically, and then put them in into an exchange with some supports and stuff. And then after was Psychopath. I'm pretty sure after WrestleMania Forever. So Psychopath came out, and it was terrible. It was so bad. It was a no gameplay. It was basically just play King of the Ring. That's it. And then you've had Titan Titans, which was scavenger hunt again. Some Rocks is a scavenger hunt. We need some gameplay into it. Anyway, I'm gonna claim my day streak and claim the Axum pack, and then we're going to claim them. Oh god. Alright. We are back. So let's claim our daily streak and our Axum gift. Terrible. And our daily streak is a Ludwig card. It's a brand new card. I'm pretty sure it's a dupe image. Well, not a dupe, but basically a replica of a certain other image. I can actually have a look, potentially. Ludwig. There it is. It's basically the arcane image. Anyway, this has been King Midas Supercard, Disappointing Story Set, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.